So since I talk a lot about birthday parties on this channel, I kind of wanted to share a little behind the scenes video today because my son is having his 7th birthday party at an indoor play facility. Now, we already have experience with this particular company. We had his 5th birthday party there right before the pandemic, like literally, I think it was March 5th of 2020 that we had his 5th birthday party there. It was in Rochester. This time it's in Buffalo, so it's a different facility, but same owner, so we pretty much know what to expect. But I kind of wanted to share some behind the scenes footage, how I get ready for the birthday party, and share my experience at the end. So we're getting ready to leave now. Something that I always do regardless of where the party is going to be taking place, whether it was my facility or another location, I always put a to-go tote together so it has everything that we need in it for the party. And I did this days in advance because things always come up the day of the party. People are getting ready, they're finding their outfits that they want. My son was like very determined to wear this one specific shirt, so I had to make sure that was clean. So I did this several days ago, just again based on experience. I knew that I would be stressed out today. So inside of this tote, I have all of his favors. So he's having a Roblox party. Inside of it, I got these on Amazon. So just to give you a little preview, I don't like to do any of those cheap little toys, but what can I say? 7-year-olds really like them. So I got these little poppets that are video game controller shaped. So he really wanted these. The poppets are super popular with kids in his class right now, and they can kind of hang them from their backpacks. So inside each bag is a little poppet. I got these little straws that they can use at the party if they want and take home. Again, still keeping with the Roblox theme. And then I just gave him some fruit snacks. I don't really like to put candy in the bags because his class does have food allergies and I'm just never sure. So I double checked with the parents and fruit snacks were definitely safe to give. So I included little fruit snacks if they want something on the way home. Little tattoos, because that's another thing that the 7-year-old boys are very into right now. And then a little happy face ball. So again, I normally don't like to give these little junk toys, especially for like toddlers and babies, because they just get thrown out. But I'm telling you, I gave my son one of these because we had extra and he's still playing with it. So sometimes you just have to give in. And then I also have some little stickers. So again, I got these on Amazon. Sorry, my dog is barking. Cute little stickers. These were all Benjamin approved, so that's my son. Something that I'm not used to is having to ask him for approval for everything. As somebody who owned a birthday party facility, I was very used to having every single thing planned down to, like, you know, all the I's dotted, all the T's crossed, planning all the decorations myself, the outfits that the kids were going to wear, things like that. But now that he's older, he has very strong feelings and opinions, and he really wanted a complete say in every single aspect of the party. So I'm learning to let go of the reins a little bit. So I have the favors. I always pack at least 5 or 6 extra because not everybody RSVP'd. So I always recommend doing that because some kids will show up, or you know, something might happen to one of them or something like that. I always have extra colored. These are plastic colored plates. I just find that they're a little bit more durable than the paper ones, and I just like the way they look. I didn't get Roblox specific plates because I do have table covers, and something about the themed table covers with themed plates is always a little bit overwhelming for me. So I like to do themed table covers because they make a bigger impact, and then save a little bit of money by using the colored plates because it kind of ties everything together without, like I said, being too overwhelming when it comes to the theme. So I have the 2 plates, 2 different colors. I usually put like a red on top of the blue as a little place setting. I just got these at the grocery store. I have 2 table covers. Again, I asked how many table covers would be required for the venue, so they told me so that I didn't waste any money on that. And then I have some cupcake picks that are actually left over from his family party, and a little 7 candle because that always makes for really nice pictures and just great memories. So we did get cupcakes from a grocery store, something else that I don't usually do. I like to support our local bakeries and things like that, but Benjamin just really wanted these very specific cupcakes. They're literally just purchased like from the bakery. I didn't even order them. So again, this is a little bit new for me. And then one of Benjamin's friends actually has food allergies, as I mentioned. So he's not able to have cupcakes. Oreos were in the list of approved items that his mom gave me. So I just put some little Oreos in a bag, and I made sure to put enough, not just for him, but also for all of the kids to have one, because something that I don't want to do is for that child to feel like he was sticking out in any way or that he was different from everybody else. So while he can't have the cupcakes, I thought that it would be nice that everybody could have an Oreo so that he doesn't feel kind of separated or alone in that way. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I, again, organized all of this in the tote a couple of days ago, and now my husband can just kind of pick it up, put it in the car, and we're ready to go. I don't have to worry about forgetting anything. Now, when my kids were a little bit younger and the parties were a little bit more decorations intense, we only had 15 minutes to set up at this facility, so I didn't do like a garland or anything like that. They actually don't even allow balloons, which is crazy. But again, it's mainly for older kids, so it's a little bit different set of priorities. I really just wanted them to have a good time and to socialize outside of school. And the mask mandate was recently lifted in New York State, so I think it will be really nice to see everybody's smiling faces. They just started going to school this past week without masks, so I think it will just be really nice to kind of play together without the worries that have plagued us for the last 2 years. So again, when my kids were a little bit younger, we had probably 3 or 4 of these totes ready to go, one with decorations, one with favors, one with, I also have juice boxes in here actually because the facility only provided water. So I put some juice boxes in there so I would have multiple totes to carry. But if I had a garland or any decorations or a banner or anything like that, I always tell people to make sure that you put them together and assemble everything that you can ahead of time. Like sometimes the people will just come with a set of bags and all of these different items that they want the owners or whoever's working at the facility to kind of put together during the party. But not only does that take away from the visual aspect, because you want, the kids to come into the party room and say, wow, everything's set up. This looks really cool. I like to take pictures beforehand so that my son can remember what his birthday party was like, because, sometimes we forget or the years blend together. So I like to have everything completely assembled, set up, ready to go. I'm surprised I didn't take the plastic off of the table covers because usually I do that, but I have everything as organized as possible. We can set up in 15 minutes. I feel really good about it. And yeah, so we're getting ready to go right now, and I will share some videos of the party and give you my tips and feedback and review at the end.
So when we walked in, I absolutely loved that they had the room all set up. They had these white table covers so that everything looked really polished, even without our custom Roblox table cover. And of course, I didn't bring enough, even though I called to ask, but oh well. They had this extra table for favors and cupcakes. Darn, I wish I would have brought a cupcake tower so they looked a little nicer. I thought they'd have one, but oh well. I loved this red and blue bin setup with utensils and Splenda and a lighter, napkins, everything that we absolutely needed. So I didn't have to ask the host for much of anything. I loved these permanent red, white, and blue balloons. It made the room look really festive without me having to do anything. They had a nice fridge for water bottles, juice boxes, ice cream, cake, anything you could think of. They had coat racks for all the kids' coats. They didn't have shoe racks, but that's okay, even though they required us to bring in extra shoes. As you can see, there was a window overlooking the play area from the party room. So, this is the facility itself. Definitely gross motor focused. It was a full Ninja Warrior course. And let me tell you, this is the view from when you first walk in. Every single child was so excited to get all of their energy out on this equipment. This is the view of the play area or the ninja course from the party room. So as you can see, you definitely have to be down there to monitor. There were a ton of different party hosts that helped us during the party. I think there were 4 different people monitoring the play area, which I thought was really helpful. And regardless of age or ability, it really felt like every single child invited found something to do. My son, who is 5, who is autistic, loved being upside down. He loved hanging. And he absolutely loved this wall that you can climb up and then slide down on your belly. I think he literally did this for 30 minutes. So everyone was kind of able to do their own thing. There were a few basic rules that the host helped with, but overall, I loved that it was completely open and the play was completely private. So it was just us. The trampoline was a very popular hotspot, but there's only one party of kids playing at a time, which is nice. So after 1 hour of playing, we went up and had pizza and cake. So we had 45 minutes in this room. So 1 hour of play, 45 minutes of pizza, cake, ice cream, whatever we wanted to serve. So I thought that structure was really nice. After 60 minutes on the course, everybody was definitely ready for food and they were more than ready to kind of move on to the next step of the party. Something that I wanted to notice is that I loved that the host helped hand out the pizza and cake. They really made it effortless. And I didn't take any videos of this part because I didn't want to put any of the birthday kids in this part of the video without their consent. Now, as we were leaving, they had all of the kids kind of sit by the door and wait for their parents. I wish they had a waiting area, but again, overall, amazing experience. All right, so just to give like a little wrap up summary and my overall review, even though there were like a few tiny nitpicky things that I could have let affect the party, overall, I would honestly give it a 10 out of 10. This is the second time, like I said, that we've had Ben's birthday party at this particular facility. Now, we had the one in Rochester before. This was the facility in Buffalo. So it was a little bit different, but same ownership. And I love that they outlined in the pre party emails everything to expect. They shared the timeline with us. So they shared with us that it would be the first 60 minutes on the play area and then the last 45 minutes in the food area. They told us what we could bring, what we couldn't bring. They made their policies very clear. They encouraged us to text the waiver to the people that we invited so that we could save time at check in. They reminded me to tell the parents to have their children bring in clean, dry sneakers. So I really didn't feel like I was left wondering about anything. And I think that structure of the 60 minutes of play right away, followed by the food, was really nice, honestly, regardless of the time of day. So just to give you a little bit of insight as, you know, an indoor playground owner, how the parties work in this particular facility and why I think they're so successful is that they can have multiple birthday parties happening at a time while still keeping the food rooms and the play area or the ninja course completely private. So our party was at 12 o'clock. So again, we played from 12 to 1 and then from 1 to 1:45, they ate and did pizza, ice cream, all that stuff. So once our play was over at 1 o'clock, another party came right in. So even though our slot didn't end until 1:45, again, we moved into a private party room so that they had complete run of the Ninja Warrior course and we had complete privacy in the party room. Now they had two different party rooms. So again, while we were in there and eating and things like that, the next party, so the party that was playing, they were setting up in the next party room. And then when we vacated our party room, let's say party room A at 1:45, they had 15 minutes and then they moved in another party. So I thought it was really cool how they kind of staggered the parties and still made it feel like we were the only ones in the facility, yet they were actually hosting two different birthday parties at once. And some of the facilities I noticed, not this particular one, but other Ninja Warrior type places, they have a similar structure, but they have multiple play sections or they have multiple different courses to choose from so that they can operate 3, 4, 5 parties at any given time. And I think that's really important, especially for areas like ours where winter birthday parties are very hard to come by. I think I booked this party like 6 months in advance and we still didn't have complete pick of all the different time slots. People were already booking. So being able to kind of adapt to that demand and really become a higher volume facility, I think is really helpful, especially because, like I said, they had 4 hosts helping in the play area. They only had 1 host in the party area, which was absolutely fine. But on the course itself, there were 4 different employees helping make sure that we were following the rules, that they assisted any kids if they needed help with the obstacles. They were cleaning up if a foam pit block got out or something like that, so that immediately when we were done with the ninja course, the other party was able to move directly in without any cleanup time, without any downtime or anything like that. And I noticed that the party hosts kind of rotated. So again, there were 4 people helping the play area and then 2 additional staff members. So one of those additional staff members was checking people in, and then one was helping upstairs in the party room. But what I noticed was that our party host, after he was done with our party serving the pizza, he went downstairs and switched. So he was able to then man the course, and then somebody else came up to help with the next party. So I thought that was nice to kind of rotate the responsibilities among the staff so that people have a little bit more of a dynamic nature in their day. They're not always doing the same thing. It seems like the staff were able to kind of figure out amongst themselves without a manager present really easily, like, okay, you take this party, I'll take this party, then we'll do this party. Like, yes, I was totally kind of eavesdropping to see how they figured it out, but it seemed like they had a great system, and I love the rotation of responsibility. So overall, I would give it a 10 out of 10. It was super easy, no frills, which was perfect for a 7-year-old boy. And like I said, really no complaints at all. They also handled the child with food allergies very responsibly. I immediately told somebody when I walked in, hey, we have a child with severe food allergies. He's bringing his own lunchbox. Can we just make sure that, we have some sanitizing wipes so that we can wipe down his area and things like that if kids are up and moving around and things like that. And they were extremely accommodating. They were very kind. They were very nice. They were very professional. And then on the way out, we paid the balance. I honestly wish they would have asked me to pay the balance ahead of time, because I was like on the way out, I had presents, I had my son with autism, he was having a little bit of a meltdown because, I mean, that's a long time to be in that sort of environment. So I honestly wish we could have taken care of the bill and tip and everything like that ahead of time. I guess that's my only other complaint. Again, my little nitpicky thing, but it was overall a great experience. 10 out of 10 if you are interested in booking your party at this particular facility, if you're local, or if you're thinking about opening this type of facility. So thank you so much for kind of coming along to my son's birthday party with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was helpful. If you find these types of videos helpful, please let me know in the comments. And if you have anything to add or comments or anything like that, please put them below the video. I love to kind of talk with you guys and engage with you there. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, turn post notifications on so you never miss a video. All right, have a great day, guys.